I cannot live without books. In matters of style, swim with the current. In matters of principle, stand like a rock. Honesty is the first chapter in the book of wisdom. The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. I have sworn upon the altar of God eternal hostility against every form of tyranny over the mind of man. I predict future happiness for Americans if they can prevent the government from wasting the labors of the people under the pretense of taking care of them. The democracy will cease to exist when you take away from those who are willing to work and give to those who would not. If a law is unjust, a man is not only right to disobey it, he is obligated to do so. Educate and inform the whole mass of the people. They are the only sure resilience of preservation of our liberty. The harder the conflict, the greater the triumph. The glow of one warm thought is to me worth more than money. The only security of all is in a free press. I am a great believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more I have of it. The most valuable of all talents is that of never using two words when one will do. Question with boldness even the existence of a God, because if there be one, he must more approve the homage of reason than that of blindfolded fear. The God who gave us life gave us liberty at the same time. Nothing can stop the man with the right mental attitude from achieving his goal. Nothing on earth can help the man with the wrong mental attitude. I hold it that a little rebellion now and then is a good thing. Whenever you do a thing, act as if all the world were watching. I prefer dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery. A government big enough to give you everything you want is a government big enough to take away everything that you have. Our liberty depends on the freedom of the press, and it cannot be limited without being lost. The price of freedom is eternal vigilance. The democracy will cease to exist when you take away from those who are willing to work and give to those who would not. The pursuit of happiness is the source of all unhappiness. No duty the executive had to perform was so trying as to put the right man in the right place. He who knows best knows how little he knows. I like the dreams of the future better than the history of the past. The end of democracy and the defeat of the American Revolution will occur when government falls into the hands of lending institutions and moneyed incorporations. I believe that every human mind feels pleasure in doing good to another. Do not bite at the bait of pleasure until you know there is no hook beneath it. In matters of style, swim with the current. In matters of principle, stand like a rock. Enlighten the people generally, and tyranny and oppressions of the body and mind will vanish like evil spirits at the dawn of day. I hope our wisdom will grow with our power and teach us that the less we use our power, the greater we will be. It is neither wealth nor splendor, but tranquility and occupation which give happiness. Experience hath shown that even under the best forms of government, those entrusted with power have, in time and by slow operations, perverted it into tyranny. Nothing is unchangeable but the inherent and unalienable rights of man. No man shall ever be debarred the use of arms. If there is one principle more deeply rooted in the mind of every American, it is that we should have nothing to do with conquest. Dependence begets subservience and venality, suffocates the germ of virtue, and prepares fit tools for the designs of ambition. if the American people ever allow private banks to control the issue of their currency, first by inflation, then by deflation, the banks and corporations that will grow up around them will deprive the people of all property until their children wake up homeless on the continent their fathers conquered. Ignorance is preferable to error, and he is less remote from the truth who believes nothing than he who believes what is wrong. I never considered a difference of opinion in politics, in religion, in philosophy, as cause for withdrawing from a friend. I would rather be exposed to the inconveniences attending too much liberty than to those attending too small a degree of it. Experience demands that man is the only animal which devours his own kind, for I can apply no milder term to the general prey of the rich on the poor. The natural progress of things is for liberty to yield and government to gain ground. The second office in the government is honorable and easy. The first is but a splendid misery. When angry, count to 10 before you speak. If very angry, 100.